Yo, it's your boy Young Mully, man. Check this shit out, bruh. Last season we were doubting Pep Guardiola and Manchester City, especially at the end of the season where they finished the season with just the Carabao Cup. Everybody was doubting this team. They lost David Silva in the summer. They lost Vincent Company the year before, and those were two major losses. And the way they were defending was a big problem, and they weren't the same Manchester City. And everybody was questioning whether Guardiola could create a second team for the second time, because especially looking at his record in his previous clubs with Barcelona and Bayern Munich, he left after 4 years with both of them. And to be honest with you, like especially after the beginning of the season, the way they started really slow. And if I recall correctly, in November they were laying in 13th place, 6 points adrift the top four, and they just lost to Tottenham. And there were some major questions asked about the team. And since then, Manchester City have actually been a revelation. They're on an 11 winning game streak in the Premier League, 18 in all competitions, and they're looking really solid. Right now, they lead the Premier League by 7 points with a game in hand over Manchester United, and it looks like this season the Premier League it's actually naive to say like that already, but it's like looks like the Premier League's already done virtually because the way they're dominating the games, the way they're winning the games, and when you see the teams around them, the way they're failing right now, especially the teams like Liverpool, they're not doing good. To be honest, I can't see Manchester United challenging for the title because they're really inconsistent the way they play. There are many games where like they haven't been. They've been lucky to win, I would say, especially if you guys recall the games against Brighton where they scored in overtime. There's the game against Wolves, the game against Aston Villa. So I can't really see a challenge right now from the red side of Manchester. And the another team in the mix is Leicester City, and I can't really see. I don't think Leicester City have a good enough squad to challenge for the title. Definitely, they have a good enough squad to be in the top four, but to challenge for the title and win it, I can't see it happening, man. And in this Manchester City run, I want to shout out to Gundogan, who's been a revelation since he been changed from a box-to-box midfielder to an attacking midfielder. Before this season, Ilkay Gundogan had never scored more than 6 goals in a league season in his career, but he's already matched that total in his last 5 league starts. And if you look at his stats even closer, between the start of the season and December 12th, Gundogan had 4 shots and 5 touches of the ball in the penalty area. But since then, he's had 32 shots and 46 touches in the opposition box. That's most than any Manchester City player right now. And if you look at his goal scoring record, he is having a goal every 125 minutes. That's only better than Mohamed Salah from Liverpool. So Gundogan is playing at his peak of his powers right now, and the emergence of Foden, the way Sterling is playing, and shout out to Cancelo as well, man. This motherfucker been really good. With the ball, he plays as a defensive midfielder. That's why Gundogan is allowed to go even further up. And without the ball, he's playing as a right back. He can tackle, he can intercept, dribble, pass. So Manchester City are looking really solid. And winning streak out here they've been having, for the majority part, they have been without Kevin De Bruyne. That's their best creator. And they have been without even Sergio Aguero. That's their best finisher. And if you saw in the weekend, like they made light work of Tottenham, and that's without even Ruben Diaz, their best defender this season. So this guy's looking really good. And actually, as a matter of fact, I feel this season even this is their best chance to win the Champions League, because if you look at it, like the major teams from Europe, like the Real Madrid and Barcelona, they're looking really shaky the whole season, and considering Juventus as well, they've not been their usual best. I would say Manchester City, they have a better chance than all seasons. I mean, of course, there's Bayern Munich as usual, but other than that, I think Manchester City might be the best team around. And when you look at the defense, it's been really, really mean, because especially when you see the last 5 games against the top 6 teams in the Premier League, the traditional Big 6 teams, they've won on an aggregate of 16-3. And if you look at the 2 goals they've conceded in the last 11 games, they've been against Liverpool, which was a penalty, soft penalty to on Salah. By the way, it was a penalty, and there was another goal against Chelsea. They conceded late Callum Hudson-Odoi goal. It was a late consolation. So other than that, The defense is looking really good, and the next four games actually, Manchester City could be dragged. They could lose some points because they have two away games to Everton and Arsenal, and they face Manchester United as well at home. And you lose two games, and already the teams behind them could catch up. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Like unless like they go on a terrible run of form or they get some players injured, I can't see them slipping away. I mean, there's a lot of games left to play, and unless the teams around them actually start playing, like start being more consistent, like them Liverpool's, them United's, Leicester, and yeah, actually even Chelsea I could put it in the mix because they've been quite solid since Tuchel took over, but Tottenham in them I can't see it. Yeah. So I don't know, man. What y'all think, man? Let me know in the comment box, man. Alright, it's your boy Young Mully. Sleet.